trusted adults and policymakers to prevent and combat online child sexual exploitation and abuse.
Because of how vast this problem is, it's not one that we can arrest our way out of. We need your help. To learn more, go to knowtoprotect.gov.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating, new, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Tuesday, October 28th. In our top story, a trio in Pahrump now faces charges including burglary of an incarcerated couple's home.
On October 27th, Nye County Sheriff's deputies responded to a reported burglary at a residence in Pahrump. When authorities arrived, they observed a man and 2 women loading items into a white Jeep parked outside the home. Deputies conducted a traffic stop shortly after, identifying the 3 individuals as Tareen Lang, Mary Jenkins, and Carl Hubler. According to the investigators, Lang told the deputies that Hubler claimed they had permission to be on the property because the homeowner had allegedly authorized them to do so. However, deputies confirmed that the homeowner is currently incarcerated at Nye County Detention Center. Hubler said he had permission to stay at the property and remove items for sale, while Jenkins denied any involvement. During the search of the vehicle, deputies discovered a meth pipe, leading to the arrest of all 3 suspects. Carl Hubler was charged with possession of a firearm by a prohibited person, residential burglary, possession of stolen property more than $5,000, less than $25,000, and conspiracy to commit a crime. Mary Jenkins was charged with residential burglary, possession of stolen property more than $5,000, less than $25,000, and conspiracy to commit a crime. Tareen Lang was charged with residential burglary, possession of stolen property more than $5,000, less than $25,000, and conspiracy to commit a crime.
In more area news, Clark County Sheriff Kevin McMail unveils the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department's new fleet of Tesla Cybertrucks.
This is just the next evolution in keeping our community safer than it's ever been, and we're going to continue to drive that as we move forward. Today we're taking that step to also introduce these Tesla Cybertrucks to you and also into our patrol fleet within the next 2 weeks. They look a little bit different than the patrol cars that we have out there, but they represent something far bigger than just a police car. They represent innovation. They represent sustainability. And they represent our continued commitment to serve this community with the best tools that we have available safely, efficiently, and responsibly. We're going to use these patrol trucks out in the patrol function, responding to critical calls like barricades and shootings across our valley. You might see the tactical vehicle that's written on the back of each one of these. They're going to be at every area command. They're going to have special equipment in them, and they're going to be utilized to keep our cops safe. Ladders, shields, additional ammunition, less lethal tools, all of the things that are out there that are going to continue to help us save lives. These trucks are high performance, and they're built tough to handle everything from Fremont Street to Red Rock Canyon. Cops are going to look kind of cool in them too, right? They're practical, they're powerful, and they're designed to make our job that much safer. I promise to take better care of our police officers than we ever have, so they would take care of this community better than they ever have, and this is a part of that. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank Ben and Felicia Horowitz. Their generosity is the reason we're able to purchase these Cybertrucks at zero expense to the taxpayer. I want to say that again because I see a lot of the criticism out there that I spent money. Not one taxpayer dollar went to buying these Cybertrucks. That was completely to the generosity of Ben and Felicia, who understand the importance of incorporating technology into policing.
And regarding travel in Southern Nevada, passenger numbers at Las Vegas's Harry Reid International Airport unfortunately decline again in September, a sign that tourism troubles for the region unfortunately are not letting up.
Numbers from the Clark County Department of Aviation show just over 4.4 million passengers flew in or out of Harry Reid International Airport in September. That's down 6.4% from the same time last year. Officials say part of the drop could be due to this year's calendar, with only one Labor Day holiday weekend day falling in September compared to 2 last year. Domestic travel fell about 6%, while international flights took a sharper hit, down more than 13%. Among the top domestic carriers, Spirit Airlines continued a steep decline, losing nearly 46% of its passengers year over year amid ongoing financial struggles. American and Delta also saw small dips, while Southwest and United both posted gains of about 5.5%. Internationally, Air Canada and WestJet both saw double-digit drops, down 18% and 44% respectively. It's another reminder that Las Vegas's travel recovery still has some turbulence ahead.
The American Red Cross of Southern Nevada is reminding families to stay safe while trick-or-treating this weekend.
Halloween is one of the most exciting nights of the year for kids, but it's also one of the most dangerous. According to research in the Journal of the American Medical Association, the risk of a child being hit and killed by a car is 43% higher on Halloween than any other night of the year. Children ages 4 to 8 are especially at risk, 10 times more likely to be struck by a vehicle while out trick-or-treating. The riskiest time between 6 and 7 p.m., right when the sun sets and the traffic picks up. The Red Cross is offering these safety reminders. For drivers, slow down and stay alert. Kids can dart out unexpectedly. Avoid residential areas if possible between 6 and 9 p.m. Turn headlights on early to improve visibility. Be patient at stop signs and crosswalks. Double check before moving. For trick-or-treaters, walk, don't run. Cross only at corners or crosswalks, never between parked cars. Stick to sidewalks or walk facing traffic if there aren't any. And don't forget to be seen. Use glow sticks, flashlights, or reflective tape. The goal? Keep the night fun, festive, and safe for everyone.
Stay tuned because this Friday is not only Halloween, it's also Nevada Day. More on that as a battle-born state is born when we return.
Got bills? Need some pay? Then come be a cowboy trucker at Ponderosa Dairies in Amargosa Valley. They're currently seeking experienced CDL drivers to haul hay, grain, and milk while earning up to $2,000 a week. This isn't a job, it's a career. Whether you hit the open road or drive around Nevada's biggest dairy, they offer a great wage, benefits, and 401k retirement package. If you have what it takes to be a good hand, isn't it time you ride for the brand? The beautiful Ponderosa Dairies are currently hiring qualified CDL drivers who have doubles and tankers endorsements, as well as the ability to drive a standard transmission. If this is you, call Ed now, 702-682-3339. Once again, 702-682-3339. Send an email with your information to ap@ponderosadairy.com. Join the family at Ponderosa Dairy.
The construction reduction event continues at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. We're adding over 3,100 square feet to our service facility to meet demand and to make our customers' experience even better. To make room, we'll do everything we can to get one of our beautiful cars, trucks, or SUVs into your driveway. Right now, well-qualified lessees can get the popular new 26 Chevy Trax starting around $22,800 for only $279 a month for 24 months. Or get a new Sierra 1500 for up to $13,700 off MSRP when you trade a 2011 or newer vehicle of any make or model. These are just a couple examples. Most models have tags with rock bottom, blowout pricing. So hurry down to the Auto Plaza, find your tag, and find your deal. 24-month, 10,000-mile-a-year lease with 3333 due at signing for current lessees. Tax, title, and fees extra. Stated offers not available with most other offers. See the Auto Plaza for details.
No matter your trouble, you need a hero. Attorney Jonathan Nelson, don't you want to tell everyone about your awards?
That's right, Rhonda. J.K. Nelson Law has received Best Attorney of Pahrump for 6 years in a row. We've also been recognized by Best of Las Vegas. So if you have a legal need, stop by one of our 3 locations in Pahrump, Summerlin, or Southwest Las Vegas. Give us a call, 727-9900. And remember, when you need a lawyer,
You need Nelson.
When it comes to your safety and security, Pahrump Lock and Safe comes to mind. Pahrump Lock and Safe has been providing security and peace of mind throughout southern Nevada. Of course, you know about their 24/7 emergency service, but there's more. Pahrump Lock and Safe offers safe opening and repair, high security safe service, electronic locks, high security locks, access control systems, and much more services. Call 702-379-8441. Pahrump Lock and Safe, your key to security.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, this October 31st, Nevadans here will pause to honor the state's admission into the Union, and that was back in 1864, which is why our identity is known as the battle-born Silver State.
Friday marks a special day for the Silver State. It's Nevada Day, a day when thousands of Nevadans pause to celebrate the unique story of how this land became our home. On October 31st, 1864, Nevada became the 36th state admitted to the Union. But in modern times, the observance has shifted. Now it falls on the last Friday of October to give everyone a chance at a long weekend. Nevada Day isn't just about the date. It's about honoring the miners, settlers, and visionaries who carved out the future in this rugged landscape, and the resilience and innovation that still define our state. Across Nevada, there are parades, floats, hot air balloons, competitions, and the biggest celebration in the state capital of Carson City, where the tradition goes back decades. Schools, libraries, and many businesses close. And yes, as a legal holiday, city, state, and county governments are also closed. Here in Nye County, residents should take special note the Nye County government offices will be closed in observance of Nevada Day.
In today's health news, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD as it's commonly known, is one of the most common psychiatric diagnoses in adults. And we're also learning that it affects 1 in 16 adults and 1 in 10 children here in the U.S.
Today's health report is brought to you by Desert View Hospital. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, Desert View Hospital is ready to help. We've been providing friendly and compassionate care to our neighbors since 2006, including emergency services available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit desertviewhospital.com to learn more. With limited exceptions, physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital.
ADHD symptoms can show up in different ways. Some people may have trouble paying attention or staying organized. Others might feel restless, talk a lot, or have a hard time sitting still. Impulsivity is also common, like interrupting others or acting without thinking things through. It's important to know that ADHD doesn't look the same for everyone. In fact, symptoms can show up differently in men and women.
So it affects kids, it affects men and women, and there's a lot of myths around ADHD. We used to think about that hyperactive boy that we saw in class, the kid who was always getting in trouble. We used to miss the girls. So ADHD, 90% of kids will continue to have it into adulthood, and we know the rates when you become an adult are almost equal between men and women. Unfortunately, what we know is that ADHD often gets missed in women.
Even though ADHD is a chronic 24/7 condition, there are effective ways to manage it. Treatment often includes a combination of behavioral strategies and medication. But it's important to remember there's no one-size-fits-all approach. Finding what works best can take time, and it might involve trying a few different options along the way.
Common symptoms include inattention, difficulty getting distracted, difficulty staying focused for long periods of time, getting emotionally frustrated or feeling impulsive when confronted with frustrations, where it's hard to modulate my emotions and my frustrations. And common associated symptoms we'll see is some things like, turning off my brain at night. My brain is still going, or I'm stressed and overwhelmed from a day that's been challenging.
There are also non-stimulant medication options available. That's why having an open and honest conversation with a doctor is a great first step in finding the right treatment plan.
Well, today in sports news, the Las Vegas Raiders are unfortunately at the top of a list they don't want to top. Mikey Ruhan has those details and more in sports right now.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Freddie Freeman's home run off lefty Brendan Little in the bottom of the 18th of Game 3 punctuated the Dodgers tying the record for the longest contest in World Series history. Their 6-5 victory over the Blue Jays gave LA a 2-1 edge in the best-of-7 World Series. Game 4 is in progress right now, but don't worry, they promised to wrap it up before sunrise. Speaking of magic, Disney and Formula One have announced a collaboration set to fuel the magic at the Las Vegas Grand Prix in November 2025. The kickoff will blend world-class sports with Disney storytelling and an exclusive Formula One merchandise line, launching with a show at the Fountains of Bellagio. Can't wait to see Lightning McQueen doing laps down the strip. And finally, a new report shows the Las Vegas Raiders have been the most penalized team in the NFL over the past decades. According to a study by InGame.com, the Raiders were flagged 1,259 times from 2014 through 2024, more than any other team in the league. The penalties cost them 10,730 yards. That's basically the length of the Vegas Strip and a few parking lots. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks so much, Mikey. Much more when News 25 returns after this break.
It's the Drive Into Fall event all month long at Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. This fall, you can save big on every new Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram in stock. Save $5,500 on new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon 4x4. Get legendary off-road capability combined with rugged durability and modern features that make the 2025 Gladiator Rubicon 4x4 a versatile choice for any lifestyle. Or what about a brand new 2025 Grand Cherokee Trailhawk 4xe? This plug-in hybrid SUV with a 2.0 turbocharged engine producing 375 horsepower and 470 pounds-foot of torque. All that, and you can get available 0% financing for 72 months. That's right, you can take it home today and pay no interest for 72 months. Come in and see us today for the Drive Into Fall event going on now at Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, your original hometown dealer.
I'm excited to announce that we're having our biggest 3-in-1 sale ever with a limited edition product, a back in stock special, and a closeout deal you won't find anywhere else. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get our MyPillow bed sheets only $29.88. Any color, any style, any size, even kings, regular $119.98, only $29.88. Once they're gone for good. How about our My Towels? They're finally back in stock, but not for long. Get a 6-piece My Towel set, regular $69.98, now only $39.98. And for the first time and the only time ever, get our limited edition premium My Pillows. They're made with Giza cotton and designer gusset. Queen $17.98, Kings only $19.98. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get the best offers ever. Quantities are extremely limited, so order now.
If you have Parkinson's or any of these symptoms, including trembling, difficulty walking or sleeping, and if you have been exposed to Paraquat or Gramoxone, you may be eligible for significant compensation at no cost to you. Call today for a preliminary interview to see if you qualify. If you or a loved one have worked or lived near a farm or field with Paraquat herbicide treatments and developed Parkinson's disease or any of these symptoms, don't wait another minute. The manufacturers of Paraquat and Gramoxone-based herbicides Parkinson's knew about the health risks and failed to warn people of this link to Parkinson's symptoms. We have provided justice and have assisted people suffering from Parkinson's and other ailments. Call today for a preliminary interview to see if you qualify. Call now. You could qualify to receive significant financial compensation. If we don't win, you pay nothing. So call our legal team now and let us help you receive substantial financial compensation. Call now.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, it's a haunting time of the year, but you should not let your energy bills become a monster. Here are some spooky saving tips this Halloween season from Valley Electric Association.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
It's time for some spooky energy-saving tips. Energy vampires may be lurking in your home. These devices consume electricity even when they're not being used. Unplug them when they're not in use to save energy. Inefficient attic insulation, neglected attic spaces can increase energy bills. Adding insulation can save you 10% or more on annual energy bills. Damp, dark basements, foundation cracks, unvented clothes dryers, and poorly sealed windows create moisture. Seal air leaks and use exhaust fans to remove unwanted moisture in the basement. Conjure savings with smart thermostats. Slay energy vampires. Eliminate ghostly drafts. Illuminate your lair with LEDs. Save energy during spooky season. Visit our website for more energy-saving tips. Go to vea.coop. From our family to yours, happy Halloween.
Spooky good tips there. Thanks, VEA. And in more local news, the Pahrump Town Board Committee is set to host a free giveaway event this Saturday.
For anyone in our community who may be in need of food assistance, a free food distribution event will be taking place this Saturday, November 1st, from noon until 3 p.m. The event will be held at 210 East Basin in the Top Dog Real Estate parking lot. Volunteers will be on site to help distribute food to families and individuals. No appointment is necessary. Once again, that's Saturday, November 1st, from noon until 3 p.m. at 1210 East Basin in the Top Dog Real Estate parking lot. Let's come together to make sure everyone who needs a helping hand knows about this opportunity.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Time to take a look outside now through our Lerner and Rowe WeatherCam at this beautiful end of October day. New landscaping there, a palm tree with a haircut looking great, not a cloud in the sky. Weather is next.
Car wreck? Check. Motorcycle wreck? Check. Truck wreck? Check. Bicycle wreck? Check. UFO wreck? What? In a wreck? You need a check. Call Lerner and Rowe today.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Hi, are you a first-time homebuyer? If so, let me help. Many times the process of buying a home is stressful, and for many people, it's easier to procrastinate and rent instead of being a first-time homebuyer. Allow me to help guide you through the process of buying your first home. There's several programs that are out there that can help you buy your first home with very little money or even no money down. Take action today. Call me at 702-333-HOME.
As a member service representative, I make sure our members get the electric and internet services they depend on.
As a parent, I count on those services too. Valley Electric is more than a company, it's a community.
Valley Electric Association and our family of companies. We are your friends and neighbors.
We're Valley Electric members too.
Have you thought of hanging your TV on the wall? Mr. Antenna has 10 years of experience hanging TVs from small to large TVs. Clean up the spaghetti wiring, create more space, and make your TV safer for the little ones. There are 2 mounting options, flat and articulating arm wall mounts. The favorite is the articulating arm for various viewing areas. Hiding your wires is also popular. Call today for your free quote or visit us at MrAntenna.com.
They just really make you feel like they really care about you, and that's what I love about Learn and Grow. And I was shocked. At the end, I was very shocked at the settlement that I received. And I would recommend Learn and Grow to anyone.
Learn and Grow is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Time now to take a look at our weather in Pahrump, Las Vegas and the surrounding areas of the Silver State. Our high today in Death Valley, only 90 with a low of 61 expected overnight. Las Vegas tops out at 78 with an overnight low of 55. Amargosa's high 83, Beatty 79. Goldfield 67. Weather Twins of Tonopah and Carson City top out at 66 with a low of 35 overnight. Fallon and Fernley's high 63 with a low in the low 30s, upper 30s overnight. And it is currently 78 degrees here in Pahrump with winds out of the south at 4 miles per hour. Our high today was only 2 degrees higher, 80, and our humidity is low at 12%. Sunrise was at 7:03 a.m. And tonight we can expect an overnight low of 50 with winds out of the east-northeast at 5 miles per hour. Humidity increases to 21%. Sunset will be at 5:51 p.m. And looking ahead to our 7-day forecast, tomorrow is a beautiful sunny day with highs in the lower 80s and dropping down to 50 overnight. And it's going to be the rest of that beautiful weather throughout the end of October for lower 80s and mid 50s overnight. And remember, we are falling back. We're turning the clocks back this weekend, and we will continue that beautiful weather into November with mid to low 80s for the highs and mid 50s overnight. And speaking of beautiful weather, it's a beautiful day to come out to the College of Southern Nevada's West Charleston campus for our 3rd annual Communication and Journalism Internship Fair. We begin at 10 a.m. in the B Building lobby, and throughout the morning and early afternoon until 1 p.m., we will have a host of internship providers, all of the local TV stations, radio stations, e-magazines, PR firms, sports, media agencies, and more. And if you come and bring a copy of your resume to speak with internship providers, you'll get a free Krispy Kreme donut. We also have other events throughout the semester. If you can't make it to the internship fair tomorrow, on December 5th, we have our Public Speaking Festival. It's a student speech competition in which students give informative and persuasive speeches, and you can participate in the final rounds at 5 p.m. as viewing audience members and participate in our awards ceremony. All are welcome. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and A's Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow at our internship fair. Good night.